Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurus Moth here, and tonight we're going to take a look at the Fwoosh Toys Articulated Icons Shoken as Ninja. This is essentially the deluxe white ninja that they released back when they started the line with a different, I guess, civilian head, you would call it. And none of the weapons, or like with the exception of the sword, none of the other weapons, and no, the roof piece doesn't come with this, but it has everything else that came with the original Deluxe Ninja, so you're really getting a lot with this one. So without further ado, let's break it down. Let's do this. Okay, so in terms of Shoken's aesthetics, he's actually very versatile thanks to the breadth of accessories that you get and just everything in there. But we're just going to go over kind of how he looks out of the box for now, just in the sake and the interest of brevity, if you will. So, much like all of our other articulated icons ninjas, pretty much straight, just normal gi, full-length sleeves. They did change a little bit here, where in the older ones, I think my purple one here is, you can see there's this little piece that comes down over the hand, and here they're just straight cuff all the way around. So, changed the aesthetic slightly, but definitely allows for a little bit more hand movement. Not a whole bunch of paint. There's like a very light wash, and then we got just a little bit of gray paint here on the leg wraps. Again, compared to other ninjas where they have more of a kind of the belt loop or belt ends are tied in, they're just kind of hanging loose here. And right out of the box, Shoken comes with this head, which is actually, you can just take the hair off and change it. So if you're not digging the hair, you can just take that right off. So that actually counts as an accessory. And then you just got a standard bald head. Or if you want a ninja, you just get one of your other heads. Of course, this isn't going to work smoothly on camera. And then you just got your straight up ninja. I'm trying to like block the light a little bit here. Or again with other, I'm going to go over the accessories in the next section, but you get a Oni mask, so you can change that up there as well. So you got a lot of options for how to make this guy look. So definitely worth the cost just in terms of that, if you ask me. So with that being said, let's move on to the accessories. So as I just said, Shoken comes with a lot of accessories. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So like the other basic ninjas, you get your two swords, a long sword and a short sword, both in sheaths, which also come on this little holder, which can go on either his back or his belt. And both the sheaths come out of the holder, so you have choices there as well. Then moving on to hands, we get two grippy hands, which are the ones that come on the figure in box. Then we get jazz hands and two fists. There we go. And and our chopping / meditating, praying hands, what have you. Then we get three different heads. We have our standard head, which can have the hair or not, and then we get old school ninja head and more modern ninja head. There we go. And for either the bald head or the modern ninja head, we get an Oni mask, which slips right over. Let's take this right here, kind of slip it down, and you just kind of inch it down a little bit, and it's gonna look distorted because I'm trying to do this quickly. But there we go. Oh, I'm distorting it like crazy, but you get the idea. So that goes right on over that. Then we get two different things for the chest. We get either the band or the more modern looking harness, just as we get with the standard ninjas. Then we also get either our hood down or hood up, depending on your preference. Then we also get a nice scarf, which I'm probably going to end up using on my avatar versus this one. And finally, we get the hairpiece. And that's accessories. And moving on to the articulated part of articulated icons. As you can see, I have him standing here right now in snake pose. or snake stance rather. I was trying to get him in crane stance, but the feet on mine are a little loose, and that is one thing that happens with this line is, you know, some joints might be looser than others, but that's really true of any figure you get. So let's move into the articulation proper. As always, head to toe. So we're going to start with the head, and I'm starting with the hair on here to show you that with the, oh, that's a little too far, with the ball hinge, like, and with the hair on, they sculpted this so well, and it's just the right material that you can get all the way up with that, which is absolutely fantastic. Bury the chin, so great range. You can go all the way around if you want, sort of exorcist sort of thing. Your arms, no butterfly, but you can go all the way around. You can come out to your T-pose. You got your bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, coming all the way up. You have a ball joint in here, and so you can wave up and down, or you can switch the position, and I'm trying to kind of look at the joint here, or you can get side to side. So showing you more what that looks like. Just a little ball with a ball on top of it. I wish this piece was just a little bit bigger. These hands fit perfectly fine, but for the gripping hands, for whatever reason, the left ones, the socket is always just too large, and obviously that bugs me as a lefty. But you can fix that with a little bit of floor polish. So I might leave a link to that in the description, at least the type I use. I'm still going to experiment with some different types. But in any event, if yours are loose, do not despair. Just get some floor polish, it does wonders. Then moving on to the torso, we can come back, we can crunch forward pretty well. We have a swivel at the waist, so you can, just doing that from the diaphragm, there we go all the way around. Hips, we get our full splits, we got thigh swivel, double jointed knees, so we can come pretty far up. And then we get boot cut, so we got swivel there. We can point pretty much all the way and come forward pretty generously, and then can go almost all the way around with the ankle pivot. So crazy articulation. The articulated icons absolutely live up to their name. Excuse me while I try to get him to stand here. Again, just a little bit of looseness occasionally, but there you go. Okay, and let's wrap up with some quick size comparisons. So we're going to start off with the Marvel Legends, male and female buck. Hopefully they stand. Yes, there we go. Off, and then we're going to go to the G.I. Joe Classified series. So here is Storm Shadow and the Red Ninja. And let's look at some stuff that's a little bit bigger. So we're going to look at Storm Collectibles, Scorpion, and Evil Ryu. And then finally, let's move on to Power Rangers Armored Red Ranger and me as an articulated icon ninja. And that's size comparisons. Okay, so final thoughts on Shoken as Ninja. If you are familiar at all with the articulated icons line, then you know what you're getting into. It's great. It's all consistent stuff. The articulation's fantastic. The sculpt is dead on. The accessories for this particular one are absolutely the selling point for me, just because I didn't really need a white ninja before, but I'm glad I have it now, and especially with the accessories, this just adds more options with the rest of my ninjas. So if you are looking to army build, this is great. If you like accessories as much as I do, this is great. Yeah, if you like the Articulate Icons line, then you should absolutely have this. So that being said, you know, if you want to pick this up, it is still up on articulatedicons.com. I don't think it's on Big Bad Toy Store, but if it is, I'll leave that link as well. So you can get yours before these go away, because who knows how long they're going to last. Each one kind of goes at different rates. So thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. I don't like begging, but again, subscriptions are apparently everything. They are the currency of YouTube until you get actual currency. So if you like what I do, please subscribe. I will definitely have new reviews every Thursday at the very least. Potentially more depending on how a week will go for me. So thank you again. Please take care of yourself, take care of those around you. Look out for your fellow collectors as well. We're all in this together. You know, try to beat those scalpers because they kind of ruin it for everyone. So with that being said, yeah, just have a great night, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.